You might probably recognize a construction site like this. We're in the middle of the city and you need to perform some quality control checks and also your communication with subcontractors. In this specific case, we're doing some pipe installations and the renovation of the street. Here's what Dalux and specific InfraField comes in hand. InfraField is our solution for linear projects and infrastructure projects in general. And today I'm just going to show you a quick examples of how you can use our app to do this kind of work. The first thing that you want to do is open the Dalux app. As you can see, once you are logging in your project, the first image that you're gonna get is an overview on the map. Here, I would recommend you to click on the button on the top right corner, just to zoom into your location. Here, the app already offers you a standard map that you can use, but this can be changed in case you want a satellite view. That's something that you can go and select. In case you want a better overview of the quality of the buildings that you have surrounding or other kind of information that might be relevant for you. One detail here is that this blue dot that you can see on the screen is marking your real-time position. This will help you to your spatial awareness and also to navigate around the project since this is going to follow your real-time position all the time. The accuracy is given by the GPS of your phone, so it's going to be a couple of meters, but it is more than enough if you need to navigate around the construction site and have a constant awareness of where you're standing on. In cases that you want to bring your own map or your own map information into the project, is also that you are able to do. You can bring any kind of WMS or WMTS layers that you might have for a different provider or that you can create it yourself. You do that by doing the URL connection on the web. As soon as that setup is done, it's going to be automatically synced in the app and it's going to be available for everybody on site. In this case, I'm going to use one that I do have in grayscale, so it's going to be black and white, so it's going to be allow me a easy visualization for me in the project when I'm bringing all the different layers that I'm going to just show you in a second. For this specific work, I'm going to click on the same button, and here there is a different options. You have zones, drawings, and alignments. This is something that you can bring and see in your project if you want to. But in this specific example, I'm going to use GIS. Since we're doing some pipeline work, what I'm going to do is click on the folders for pipelines, and I'm going to have my pipe overview. Here, what the platform is going to do is going to bring all the GIS layer that I have for this specific location and the information that I have here. And here, in this example, you can see some pipe lines, some pipe cables, and also some manholes or different local elements in this specific location. It could be signs, light posts, or any kind of information. What I'm going to click here is going to click on one of the pipes. And as soon as I click that, one of the informations or one of the functions that I have available is to click on the different properties. Since we're standing in the middle of Copenhagen, the local provider is just giving me the information in Danish, but just going to run you through some of the main metadata that you can see here. One is going to be here the ID for this specific pipe. The other going to be the status. It's going to in drift, means that it's operative, this specific pipeline. There is a classification about how dangerous this specific pipe that is being installed is difficult to deal with. In this case, it's not dangerous at all. And one important thing, this is a pipe for telecommunication that is already existing, and the accuracy of the installation for the as-built documentation is less than 1 meter, so pretty accurate, I will say. This is all the documentation that you can get from the GIS layer in a specific. So I'm just going to close down, and what I'm going to do now is just give you an example of how you can do your quality control by filling up one of the checklists that I do have for this project. Since I'm standing in the right location for this specific check, I'm just going to click on the blue dot for my location, so I know that the position is fine. I'm going to click on the specific GIS element for the installation, and I'm going to go to my checklist, quality control, and then pipe installation. When I click here, the template that I have for my quality control is going to pop up on my screen. The location has already been taken from this blue dot that I have. And what I need to do here is just start filling out this specific checklist. First is installation day. It's going to be today. The responsible, there's a list of the people that I have in my project, but I'm going to put the responsible is going to be me. In this case, we're not dealing with any manhole, so I'm just going to keep that on blank. The comment is going to be a daily check for the installation. So I can just tap the thing down. The machinery, we're using some mini excavator. So since I have it in the menu, I'm just going to select that one here. The type is going to be a cable. The pipe type is going to be plastic. The diameter is going to be 100 millimeters. And how many meters to install today? I think it was around 20. So I'm just going to click that one here. And then we have an option for photo documentation. As you can see here, there's a there's an orange start beside this specific item. That means that here the photo documentation or the photos are mandatory. So I'm going to click on that, click on the take photo menu. I'm just going to take some pictures here of the exact installation or the existing conditions for this specific installation. I'm just going to take 2 pictures, but if you want to make any kind of marks on the picture, you can just click on this pen, yellow pen that you can see here, and from here you can just start doing some markings. I'm going to make a square and an arrow marking that specific point. When you're done with all the markers, you can just click Save All, go to pipe installation, check that everything is in place, and just click Completed. As soon as you do that, you're gonna see a blue dot. This is a pipe installation. This is just you can see the existing installation. You can click on that again. So it's the pipe installation number 8 that I'm gonna do. You can access that and check that all the information is in place. And you have access for that, but also all the people in the project is going to have access to the same checklist, and they can see everything that has been filled out in real time. So this is one of the examples for just quality control filling out a checklist. What is also common and something that you might do on your daily basis is also the documentation with any subcontractors. I'm also going to show you an example of how to do that. In this case, you can see in the background there is some tiles that has been storage kind of in a bad position. So I'm just going to make a message, or just going to fill out a construction issue for the subcontractor, so they can take care and remove this. We have a better transit, and also it's easier for pedestrians to move around. I'm just going to click here in the specific location where those tiles are standing. I'm going to click on this plus button here, and I go to my task, and here I'm going to select the construction issue. Again, the template pop-ups. This one is much simpler than the one before, since it's just a simple communication. The location is being taken from the map and the position that I mark. The subject is going to be something pretty easy. So remove tile storage. Perfect. I'm going to put a small description for the subcontractor. Please remove tiles from this location. Perfect. And here, just going to make a picture just to make sure that he knows what I'm talking about. Perfect. Since this is an easy template, I'm just going to click on Send. This was a registration 20. So in my case, I can see it orange because it's ongoing. At this exact moment, the subcontractor is getting notification and also have access to the same registration that I did. And as soon as he completes the work, this is going to change to green, meaning that it's already been completed. And I can go back here and actually check if this has been removed. And if it's not, I can keep the communication with the subcontractor in case if needed. So 2 easy examples of how you can deal with the app, and examples that you can see on your daily life. But again, we're in the middle of the city, so everything is easy for me. The internet connection might be easy access for me, or I can have an internet connection from the office, a Wi-Fi network that I can connect with. But what happens if you need to do this kind of work or similar work in a different location or a more harsh environment where internet access is not as useful or as not accessible as you might have here in the city? For that, you can go to the More option, and you can see here that we have a Prepare for Offline. This is going to allow you to bring all the information that you need for this specific work beforehand. So before going to on-site, where you're in the office with internet connection, you can do that. You can do this, all the setup. In this case, I'm just going to check that the pipe installations and also drawings, if you need it for the execution of the work, are available for you. You can click and download. The app is going to get all the information that has been done until now into your phone, so you can work locally from here and have access to all the information even if you are offline. And then you can just go back to your location, complete your work as you normally do, as just showed you before. And from here, do your daily work as you used to, and as soon as you get back to the office or have any location where you have access to internet again, all the information is going to sync to the web, and it's going to be available for everybody to see on the project. So here you go, 2 examples of how you do your on-site work on-site, and these are the examples that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you.